Alrighty, let's get started. This isn't auto detected as Lua, so we'll just do that. Hey Krub, how you doing today? Hopefully things have calmed down a little bit. kind of calmed down things working through it. That's good to hear. I'm glad. Yeah, I'm doing good. Doing good. Bit tired today. We went for dinner to celebrate Kat's birthday yesterday. Just had a couple of drinks. I think that disturbed my sleep. Happens when you get old. Window size X. So I want to be able to detect change in the window size. I think that's it. Okay. Hey Frosty, how you doing? Detect window size change bars. End of day yesterday, we got some really bad news. There's a major data center in our city with 3 locations. One of them is having drastic power issues, so we need to GTFO. Another building was sold out from under them, so we also need to get our gear out. Long days ahead. That sounds terrible. The fact that it coincides as well, that's really unfortunate. I'm happy, new headphone, ear, and head pads. I found my first video I ever made, which I thought I lost, and yeah, good times. Awesome, that's good to hear. We're taking this opportunity to basically stop supporting any physical hardware, going all AWS. Is that Amazon Web Services? But that seems fair. Good time. Want to see the vid by any chance? I mean, you can send a link. I'll check it out later. Text. Final Fantasy VII music video. Cool. $11 years ago. Nice. Are you pooping? Hold my hand, Tart. Hold my hand. How you doing? Realign button text. Slowly deteriorating towards my eventual death. How are you? I'm good. Are you not feeling well? Rough month, still trying to move past it. It's fair, it's fair. I send you positive energy. Hope it gets better. All right. So now I'm hoping that the button text will move with the button when it gets resized. No. Well, they do, but not quite right. Why is that? Are they not set up to stretch the same way? I think they are. So let's open start menu. Okay. So in main button new, so this one is aligned to do center right top stretch. Okay. Should they be nunned? That didn't make any difference. Looks like the screen is scaling the position. Screen is scaling the position. I'm not 100% sure what it's doing. Trying to think. It's always a pain to. It's basically fighting the GUI nodes. Oh, it's something to do with setting. Never remember this. Set. It's not just position. Or is it get another position? Is that it? It's get. It's to get screen position. I wonder if it's that. Screen position sounds relative to the window, not the control. Worth a shot. Yeah, it's not, doesn't quite work. I thought this would, I need to print whatever the button position is just to see. Print get position, okay, get node. New. Let's do oh, he's got some. Share GUI scale globally so we can reverse inner GUI script display. Blah 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 blah. Fit adjustment, right? Default, the GUI is always scaled and the target's device resolution is different from the one defined in the project file. It's good for most mobile devices because it ensures that the game always looks similar on various devices. But on PC, that's a different story. Here, I want my GUI to stay at its defined size and not scale upwards when I go full screen. Given the precision the user has with its mouse compared to touch, such massively upscaled GUI elements can look and feel quite strange on big screens. So how can I set up my project and/or render script that it scales the GUI on mobile devices, but not on desktop devices like PC, Mac, and Linux? Interesting that this wasn't really addressed by any default people. Maybe he has sizing issues in no position. Yeah, possibly. So I think part of this is my own doing. It's a pretty convoluted system I got going, but rather than upscaling graphics outside the engine, we double the size of graphics in the engine. This has turned out to be quite the mistake. I didn't realize you could just batch edit the size of graphics and stuff like that. So the problem with that is that it wreaks havoc on fonts. So what I've done is I separately render fonts, which means their positions are different to everything else, every other graphic in the game. So that's causing some problems here, I think. Maybe I might have had the same problem regardless, but yeah. So the screen, well, let me see what happens. So when we just literally like make it tiny, so it does scale the buttons. It does move them a bit weird because like here there's more empty space there, right? Yeah, that's strange. It's like it only does it based on the horizontal scaling. If I make it very wide, it's like it doesn't stay centered. What does that mean? These ones aren't appropriately. Does that have something to do with it? Okay, that's, I think, more correct than before, because now, you know, it is stretching the way I would expect it to. What's the logo doing? Is that also not? Yeah, okay. Alright, alright. That's always staying the same. The position staying the same, meaning we shouldn't have to do that. So let's, for now, not call that function and see what happens. Maybe it was a pretty simple mistake then, possibly. Yeah. Isn't it nice? So it was my own fault, and I went for a more complicated solution than required. Thanks for looking stuff up, group. Yeah, it's not pretty, but first try. Yup. Alright, so this whole thing is useless, which is fine because I didn't like that function anyway. Clear existing slot. Alright, let me do... Oh, that's trying to overwrite. That's kind of important here. When I use quit game from the start menu, it tries to, it saves and overwrites the first save slot. That's not ideal. I think actually there's no reason I set the save slot to number 1. That's pretty dangerous. Attempting to save, nil save slot. Okay, there you go. That's better. Can you easily back up a save file? Yeah. It spawns a it spawns a file on your computer. I'm going to make my saving a bit less aggressive. I've been thinking about this for the past couple of days. I worry about people quitting the game at bad times and corrupting their save files. And I can't figure out a solution that is both safe for save files and is and forces people to make permanent choices the way I want them to. And I think I'll have to lean towards safety, because if someone's gonna cheat, they're gonna, like you say, they could literally just copy the save file on their computer and then overwrite it if they don't like the choice. So therefore I'm going to make the saving less aggressive, just to make sure that nothing gets corrupted or anything like that. So yeah. Right, so what I was gonna do is I was just gonna look at the credits, right? Yeah. Now I wonder how I can do that. I try and get around that by usually just always having 2 files. Whenever I save, I usually load from that save, and if it fails, use the second file that was pre-saved. Alright, okay, I didn't even think of that. I haven't experienced any actual corruption. It's more that there's like scenes in the game where a lot happens in a single screen, and I'm thinking stuff like, imagine you're in a dialogue with an NPC, and the way I've structured it, it could be the case that you start talking to them, they ask you for something, you give them the thing, and then I delete the thing from your inventory, right? Now, in the dialogue, then there's no way you're not gonna get the rewards that you deserve for giving the thing, right? However, if you exit the game at that point, with aggressive saving, it would have saved you giving away the object, but I can't think of an easy way to make you restart at that dialogue point. Basically, you'd restart next to the character, and they would ask you for the thing that you no longer have because the saving in the middle of the dialogue wiped it. So it would take reworking like almost all conversations in the game. So I don't want to do that, I don't think. And I think actually being a little kinder with my save stuff is probably just a good thing, I think. Welcome back to Heart. Why can't you force save before any of those key moments and then not save again until you know everything's clear? Well, saving's bullshit. I could do something like that, Krub, but it wouldn't really solve my problem because I mean, if the player knew, maybe you'd have to know the internal workings of what's going on. But if the player knew that that was the system, then they could, get partway through the conversation or the event, realize they've made a decision that they don't like, quit the game, and then start up again. So it doesn't actually solve anything, I don't think. And doing that would mean I'd have to identify all the potential areas where saving midway through an event would mess you up. So I'm thinking of just basically saving the game whenever you enter a new screen or something, which will be very often, but I can't envision a time where that would mess you up. I don't think you can stop saves coming if someone really wants to. Exactly. So I'm kind of accepting that. And therefore cutting some work for myself and trying to create a foolproof system that is super easily circumvented by someone that is determined enough. So basically, for someone that wants to save scum, I'm going to provide very minimal obstacles, and for people that just play the game as intended, they'll be fine. So I think that way everybody's happy. Like, I'm not going to go around telling, like, here's where you should go to copy your save file, but it'll take, it takes very little knowledge to realize, you find where the new save is generated or something. Just reminded of how in Undertale the characters remember who you kill even if you delete your save. That's really cool. Really impressive feature. I wonder if I can I do this in the same one? I don't know. What's up, Tart? It's pivoted. What if I pivoted to the top? Can't do my uni work. What are you supposed to be doing? I'm so exhausted by the ever-growing list of things I can't do. Well, no wonder. Physics-based animation coursework, basically. Oof, that sounds pretty tough. So you're just feeling, is it just the dread of starting it even? It's not like you're technically stuck, it's like a mental thing. Both starting it and actually being stuck. Great combination. Tarboy? Ugh. That's not your name. Eventually the energy required to do that work becomes greater than the energy to write an AI to do it for you. That's some encouragement. A lot of required math, I just don't know. And it's like, it's hard. Would it be hard to even second time you wrote Tarboy? Well, it's in the sketch, right? I can't deviate from the sketch. What do you want? Is it Christoph Gray? Is your name actually Christoph? Is it Gray with an A, I think? Chris. How do I, oh, phone call. How do I do, I want to get credit for all the stuff I've done, but like, how do I do code, story, sound effects? Like, is that nuts? Does that look stupid? But it looks even more stupid if it is just like 5 lines of my own, like just Alex, 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 Alex. GUI. Let's animate or find animate. Linear. I think we need to register these credits titles. Okay, let us see how this goes. Pretty good, actually. I need to add some clipping. So how do we do that? We need to do clipping visible. I think I need to look at what this is. Stencil clipping. It's been a while. GUI clipping. Box, text, and pie nodes can be used for clipping. Create a clipping node, add a node in your GUI, and set its properties accordingly. Click to enter the content of the node, right? So let's call this credits clipping. So they have to be childed to credits clipping. So credits clipping has to be, I think this might mean I need to change the position of the text, but there. So the width will actually have to be way more. The whole thing, basically. Height. Hey, F me, how you doing? Mm-hmm. Hey Drake, how you doing? Are you participating in Ludum Dare this weekend? I am not. I'm going away with Kat. I think I know you are because I saw it in your Discord. Do you have a favorite theme yet. Night is coming, cool. Spent 2 hours of Cooler trying to come up with ideas for every theme. Nice. I'm sure that one will spawn a lot of Game of Thrones jokes, probably. As the menu stuff comes together pretty nicely, pretty nicely. We get size, get height, no, get need to change the credits, put art, then music, and change yours to everything else, right? It's tempting. I don't actually know what to do because I have so many roles. I feel like a ding dong putting a bajillion titles in one line, but I also feel like a ding dong putting code, me, story, me, sound effect, me. A Hideo Kojima game. I think I know that controversy. Yeah, exactly. I can't really do that. Just say these people worked on the game, also these people supported the development. Credits 1-1 with FB. It's a decent solution. Get text metrics, is that a thing? Get text. Oh yeah. Code always works first time. It does. It's a good emote, Curb. Credits, titles. Alright, FME, thank you for stopping by. See you later. Two, 3, 1. That doesn't seem correct. Well, maybe so. It's the height of this thing is 200. Okay, well, maybe, yeah. Text height. So something like that. I don't think that will be enough. That didn't change anything. I think it's probably the better one to go for. Almost. You ever play games with interactive cutscenes? Not often. I think I've seen it from time to time, but no, it's not something I do often. Interactive credits. I remember Smash Brothers. You have to shoot all the names. That was great. Remember they did something similar with Live at Wars on 64. I do, yeah, I don't know if I played that, but yeah, it rings a bell. I remember Nier had like a final boss battle with the end credits, and Katamari I think always does weird interactive loading / credit scenes. It's cool. Don't really have time for it here, I think. / I don't have a good idea. Are all Starbucks games called Lilac Wars where you are? Let's re-enable the clipping. Why is that misaligned? Okay, so let's see. Let's just clean this up, remove all the pluses. Yeah, I think you can see the space there. Alright, let's try that again. Hopefully it's a bit more centered now. Yeah, looks good.
Thank you for being a true brother.
Thank you very much for the follow, EagleXK. Welcome. Welcome back, Mr. Tart. Again. Saw my name again. Woo! I'm immortalized. So the actual rate I want is something like 40 pixels per second, I think. Which is going to take a long time to go through all the supporters, but... maybe that's a bit too slow. I like it. It feels real. Can you hear that rumbling? Or is it just me? There's a car that basically, it's like a fancy car, big engine I guess. And when it starts, it like reverberates the whole building. It's crazy. Game engine to use? I use something called Default. Fancy car with big engine, or one that magically lost the muffler. It's definitely a fancy car. I don't know anything about cars. It's funny. I've got a neighbor. Whenever I speak to him and then we mention a person, his reference for people are, oh, those are the ones with the black Mercedes or the blue Volvo or whatever. It's like, to him, a person is defined by their car, whereas I'm like, oh, yep, they have a car. It's red. You know, cars do nothing for me. I can't be any less interested. I get it, but it's just not my thing. I think it's more he has interest in cars and people. Yeah, that's what I meant. Just a roundabout way of saying that. Okay, so I think that's the credits done. Did I tick credits there? Yeah. First step in getting a robot girlfriend. Alright, so now let's go to load game. That'll be fun. What's step 2? Check save slots. Okay. Welcome back to our poor thing, barraged by phone calls, eh? Load slot. One, like cars more than people. 2, get a robot girlfriend. 3, have a robot girlfriend. 4, maintenance. Think I'm catching feelings? That's okay, I like you too. Supposed to 1, like people more than cars. 2, get a girlfriend. 3, have girlfriend. 4, maintenance. Are you for real though, Tart? Yeah, a bit. Hopefully it passes. To anyone I know. Why do you want it to pass? Your mom? She's a nice lady. So we want, what do we need? Level, that's not commenting. Level, character. Don't know, it complicates things. I'd much rather just not deal with it. Fair enough. Level, character, elements. I wonder why that's a global emo. It probably is a leftover from some kind of promotion. Promotion. Did I just try to work Porsche into promotion? Can I do that? Don't know if it'll take ages. This is an actual colorized image of me. Constant reminder that the time is passing and I need to make choices or else they'll be made for me. Me, panicking, but still on my mission. Nice. You just said promotion like Sean Connery. Sean Connery. Hey Kev, I'm good, how are you? Doing good, just ordered a new microphone, nice. Is that for streaming? Nice. That's cool. Whoa. That didn't work. What are you working on? I'm working on the start menu, main menu. Start menu 329, attempting to call global do load and then value. Oh, it's because that's done by messages. So that's not going to work, I believe, because it's not going to be on the same frame. I'll let it happen, but I just really do not think it's gonna work. Gives me, yeah. Right, so what we need is some other kind of function. You set the save slot. And then some progress with my framework. It seems I can display static images. Nice! Success. Do load. This is risky. Emo Ninja, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. My other question is load game. Doesn't take any input. I'm here for cheese. I will hand it over if I find any. That's not what I wanted. Not what I wanted at all. One and three. That doesn't seem right. I think I need to just reset this stuff. So this should mean all slots are empty. Have you announced any dates for release and platforms? Platforms are announced, yeah, but no release date yet. There's too much that can go wrong still. Right, so no load game slot, that's fine. So then we can create a new game. Healthy approach, yeah, it's necessary, I think. Moji Ear, thank you very much for the follow. Let's quit the game over here and start over. So in here we do have a file. I can't remember, did I press slot number 1? I think I did. But regardless, we should have, yeah, see, I think I did number 2. So when I said new game, yeah, that's weird. Okay, so uh-oh. I think that just means I need to restart default, yeah, right. I'm gonna switch to shrimming because I'll take less processing power. This to get loaded. Okay, so project is loading now. I'll take this opportunity to take a quick break. I'll be right back. I return. Still loading, so I stay in shrooming mode until it's completed. Alright, we're getting there. Hopefully this launches now, otherwise I'm in trouble. Why does it seem like the game is suddenly in the final stages? It's the main menu, man. Alright, we're in action, so let's switch over. Idea for more ego to go along with the follow alert. Have the screen be your webcam and the code over the top, keying out the background colorfully code. The beta thing too though, yeah. Are you signing up, Tart? You don't have to do it if you want to play the final thing, but someone will have to bite the bullet. Right, so I'm gonna do slot number 2. Starting. What did it say? Why is it doing that? How much of the game is in the beta? Basically, the major things that are going to be missing are the beginning and the end. Effectively, so it'll start after the academy, just when the Duke kills you and your sister, and it will end. It basically won't have an end. It'll be, you won't be able to get into the capital hall to do the final boss. Am I messing up the slots? 1, 2, 3. Spoiler alert, jeez. I feel like you'd know that if you're in the Streamlocks. Yeah. You're joking. I just labeled them wrong, okay. Hence the kappa. Fair enough. What are you thinking, Tart? Alright, let's try that again. Okay, that's created Fates War 2, yeah. And then basically if I don't have to do like more than 50% of the content, I'm Gucci. You mean you don't want to spoil it for yourself? Dr. Snopek, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. So that's weird. I guess we never saved it. Did we not? I guess it doesn't have any content in it. Okay. So I'll start it. And then quit with a save. Well, to be honest, Tart, you can do as little as you want. If you want to just do like actual mechanical testing, that's fine. You could like level up. You know, you could just do the combat stuff and like level up and test that kind of stuff, and then just report any issues with that. And then, you know, nobody's gonna make you do anything in specific, like specifically. You could just ignore all the quest stuff. Most of the quest stuff. Some of them, obviously, the locations are gated behind quest things. So, right. So load game is now not grayed out. So new game, that's correct. Wait till you see my amazing contact answer. Someone was like, I was like, oh my god, 3 people signed up already, and it was just shit posting. I don't even know who I want to accuse. Let me check if there's something else that's signed up. It was like, how can I contact you? And it just said, don't. Oh. Was that you, Drake? Nice one, Tart. Absolutely destroyed with facts and statistics. You've never debated anyone like me before. Is that a reference to something? Oh no, I signed up recently. Yeah, I saw that. Thanks for that, Drake. It's a meme talking about libertarians, and I thought it was funny. Okay, let's switch back to normal. Okay, so I think the slot stuff works now. And then how did I want to do this? Yeah, could I? It's like I'm fiscally conservative and socially liberal. I've never debated anyone like me before. But the image was this dude with a fedora and I thought it was hilarious. That sounds a little bit like me. I feel personally attacked. I don't have a fedora, but... Anyway. Right, so we had... Load slot meta info, yeah, that's what we want to do. So we want to go through this. That should print something out now, actually, but it's not. If this, like, if someone had, imagine someone had made this about themselves unironically, how cringy would that be? That's terrible. How do we do this? I'm gonna make sure that it definitely is a thing. We've got a new game in slot 2, and we're going to go somewhere so we definitely know that stuff is getting saved. So that should have saved stuff. You know what I've seen like 3 times in the last few days? No. So this should be properly saved. But dude's using the line, "You're not like all the other girls," as a pickup line. Unironically. That's more cringy than my meme. It is pretty cringy. If people use that unironically. It's a mad world out there. Especially in streams. It's like, it's hard for me sometimes to watch lady streamers just because of that stuff popping up in chat. I'm just like, imagine having to deal with that. And streams probably 13-year-olds. I honestly think it's not just, I'm sure some are 13-year-olds, sure. But not all of it. That's the scary part. Not all of it. Nuh-uh. "13 mentally?" Sure. They're definitely more patient and thick-skinned than they get credit for. I'm sure, yeah. Like, I don't know if I could be able to handle it. Right, so there must be another way to do this then. Load slot meta. Oh, you're not like other indie devs though. Not like all the other beard streamers. Oh, jeez. It's gonna be so nasty. Basically, the loading the game doesn't happen in a frame, so I need to stagger it over multiple frames. There's no other way to do it, I don't think. Self save, self meta, empty table. Oops, did not mean to do that. God damn it. Okay, there we go. This is gonna be cringe, isn't it? It's not loading. Oh god. I hate it. I hate it. Do I have a room idea? Oh no. If you walk into the bathroom, you'll see a dude shitting who asks you to hold his hand. That'll have to be you. There's no, you know, that's it. That's you. Did you just know Yumi? Got him. Poop smelling that. I remember that. It was a good day. No Yumi, no Jutsu. Oh dear. Okay, when does this escape? Alright, here we go. This is gonna be stupid. Actually, I don't think that will work, but let's try it. See if we get any useful error messages. Let's try that again, but better. It's trying to do something, but it's not quite right. No file specified when attempting to load. I don't understand that part. When we hit load game, you got Fifi's. Oh, that's why. Set save slot. Okay. That makes some more sense, I believe. Yo, my everything still hurts from the run. Well, that means you're improving, right? That was a big old nasty pain in the butt. Sweet, okay. Oh God! Whitlock is raiding. I really need to fix that. It looks crazy. Everybody check out Whitlock if you haven't already. He's working on Overthrown. It's that 2D top-down online action RPG. Hello, first level wizard. And hey Whitlock, thank you very much for the raid. Loop through. And thanks for the follow, first level wizard. Hope you gain some XP. Oh my god, a 3D animation. Pretty nice, huh? Slots and loads them. And store data. Requires waiting time because loading is async. His next gen actually was just me spinning on my chair, but shh, don't tell me. With that, I've now scanned you and I will make with it what I please. Oh no, is this robot girlfriend? Oh no. Oh no. Didn't even consider chair. I'm a thinker. Galaxy brain indeed. What editor slash engine is this? This is default. Beep. Right, so we need a bunch of textures actually. Hero, player outfit, yeah. Could create a new texture, couldn't I? But basically we need to know outfit ID 3, so yeah. In texture, delete texture, get texture, new texture. New texture. I don't know if that's right actually. I think it's just sets texture we'll need basically. Yeah. They're ordered right now. So I'll copy that. Button. Load slot 1. I'm just going to make this temporarily resized. I'm gonna make this the player.
Thank you for being a true brother.
Your mum's granny. Excellent name. Thanks for the follow. Could you just say great granny? Isn't that better? UI stuff? Yup. Don't be silly, Brush. Why not? I can be silly if I want to. Silly Brush needs to make way for Smart Brush. Absolutely not. I won't entertain such treacherous talk. Button load slot 1. Do that and then node states. I wonder if I can just do the top level one. need to initialize it differently. Width and height. Okay. So it's 160 by 160, was it? Yeah. Okay, yeah, that does seem to work. No, that's not right. Why's that not right either? What? Okie dokie. Rokas from Lithuania. Thank you for the follow. I actually knew someone called Rokas from Lithuania. What's the IDE you use? That's my dev info. Should answer all your questions. This bloody song, I thought the cat was hollering. Really? Sorry about the hype, so that's funny though. There's like this voice in the background of it and it sounds exactly the same as when the cat wants out. You're welcome. What's your current progress out of like 100%? Something like 80%, I think. More like 28%. Okay, okay. Once the content is there, the fun part begins. Debugging, playtesting, fixing stuff. Adding unforeseen. I've made games before Java. There will of course be bugs and tweaks and changes and stuff, but it's not 28% for sure. Hit me up for free game testing. Free game playing. Hey, birthday girl.
May I request you email?
I think it's up to you. Are you done working? More or less. I don't know. I've got some stuff. I'd like to like reach a point where I've finished something, so a little bit more for sure. Okay. How long does that take? I could just
2 minutes.
2 minutes. All right. Okay. I'm gonna be told stuff, so I'm gonna take a break for 2 minutes. Be right back. All right. First time since the last LD I hear. Really? She's been on the stream sometimes. Where did the hand come from? Magic. Magic, 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 magic. I think I can do that. There? Not sure. Anyway, so we want to otherwise... Welcome back to art. Set color. Load, get node, load button, new slot 1. No. Button, load slot 1, okay. Did you just welcome me back to my own stream? You watch yourself, or I'm going to refill my glass really close to the mic so you have to go pee. Swear I'll do it. Hi, I'm the proprietor here. I just peed, checkmate atheists. You've never debated anyone like me. How about I made the stream? What? What even is this? How does state management happen? Set enabled and then animates the thing. Can I just set it to like an empty texture or something like that? No. Could destroy the size, maybe. Set size. I sell you to a bargain bin. How very dare you? You are a bargain bin. It's just, I feel harassed. Right, I'm gonna go do my homework. Enjoy! I have more value than you. Ouch! And I'm a bargain bin. Oh my god. Notice at the scale 4 and then vector 3 scale, okay. We'll try not to get an F again. Alright everybody, F in chat for Rocus. Button load slot element. More value? Have you seen the credits? You only have one title versus Brothers 3. I could probably add more, I just don't want to be too much of a doo-doo head. I thought you were talking to me. I like the slots menu, by the way. Cool. Set text, button, load slot, level. I don't know if you've ever debated anyone like Watery Tart. Fact, wombats poop cubes in your base. Destroyed. I think does it have to be set to 1 on the other colors, I believe. I don't care about your feelings. Oh, careful, Tart. You're role playing this too well. Self buttons, button, load slot 1. The internet has ruined me. I should probably stop in case people think I'm serious. Hold my hand. I'm shitting. So stupid. Hey, Genos. Didn't even bother editing it. Nice. So that really drawn out, and that adds to the discomfort. Good. Would you port it to Switch? It would have to sell pretty well, and then I would need to convince the default people to support it. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind. Port you? How very dare you? It's the astral plane. That sounds nice, actually. Okay. How could this port it? I don't know. That's not my job. Oh crap! Old lady and chip shop through the frying all out some robbers. I have a new hero. Jeez, it's pretty mental. I wonder if I can set it like this. If you can build to web, maybe a weird switch web player thing. I've tried building to HTML5 and it doesn't it does not agree with it at all. So it did work. Okay. I don't know if that'll work. I don't know if you can just set the texture and play the flip book at the same time. No, you cannot. I heard Java runs everywhere. Do you? Java? And Flash too? Nah, definitely not Flash. Going to play flip book. Done. Flash is dead. Google goes to the effort of reminding me every day. I don't wanna be reminded. Nice, that works. Okay, that's cool. This has to be a J, not an I. Time to elaborate secret plan, Flash 2.0, the flashioning. I'm on board. Could you say after Flash died we entered the dark ages? WebM has become Flash, has it? I don't know what that is. I think we have all the elements there. So we'll start the third slot now, which means we should only have 2 elements. WebM plus HTML5 plus JavaScript plus PHP equals Flash. That seems worse. Anyone a fan of the Flash? Not really. That's strange. Not too bad, actually. My name is Smokey Allen and I am the highest man alive. To the outside world, I'm an ordinary sober person, but secretly, with the help of my friends at the GROW Labs, I light up and get blazed with the weed force. I smoked the reverse weed, and in doing so I opened up my world to new strains, and I'm the only one lit enough to smoke them. I am the hash. Thanks, Tart. It's good content. Oh yeah! Look at this, Tart! Look at it! Look at it. How beastin' is this? Yas Queen Slay. There was recently a hippie Green Lantern. He made jokes about getting in the zone that Batman didn't approve of. Oh yeah, I have to actually load as well. I don't have much time. We're here to get you out. Far, far out. So corny. Did you know some dogs can grow up to 5 feet? Most of them only have 4 of them. Can some grow 5 feet? That sounds terrifying. It's literally the one we can't test though. Come on. Nice. Nice. That actually works. I need to request graphics for this then. Welcome back, Tart. It works. It works. I'm excited. I really need to start going through Unreal again. Biggies, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome. Did I tell you someone paid money for the game? Nice. That's awesome. It made me feel bad and like I should push another update. I don't think you have to. Box 2. Hold load game slot information. Check the list for I might just do it whenever I have time / energy, but gonna focus on anything. That's fair. Oh yeah, are you doing Ludum Dare? Because that could be a good opportunity to try something like very limited. So that's the, I've added the menu music as well. That's cool. It's better Unreal Read. I don't think you can really decide like that. They've got different strengths for sure. This man is using default. That's awesome. The start menu is really coming together. So I do need to figure out. I think controls I'm not gonna add because that'll be in a separate task input binding. Should do that, and then new game stuff. I want to do LD this weekend. There's also local Comic Con. It's bad timing. Okay, does anyone have any raid suggestions? Because I think that's a pretty good place to call it for now. What's an LD? Ludum Dare. It's a game jam. I'm just scanning first if there's someone random I can find, because it seems y'all don't have any suggestions, which is okay. Alright, I'm gonna pick Lateralis Music. I think I've rated them once before, and this game looks pretty cool. Cave Story inspired, if I remember right. Anyway, that's gonna be it for me for today. I'm going to stream again on Monday, so no stream tomorrow because I'll be going away with Kat, celebrate her birthday. Thanks to Whitlock for the raid, and for everybody for hanging out and giving suggestions and helping out and stuff. Always nice. Yeah, Cave Story inspired anyway. See you later, Drake. See you later, Genos, and everybody else that is still lurking. Hope you all have an excellent weekend and see you next week.